Hello and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. As we get closer and closer to the end of the game, we're not at the end yet. I know there's more. There's now they've set it up so that the prince is probably dead, which we're about to find out. That we got some lore about elder kind actually being humankind, it seems. And I mean, Luis is still not dead. We still gotta beat Luis and still gotta become the king, and we're kind of at the dark point of the story. You know, most stories have a point where everything seems hopeless. That's what we're at right now. And yeah, so it's pretty serious, but the good thing about that point in the story is it means you're close to the best part of the story as well. In terms of the best part in terms of the highlight of the characters' strengths and stuff, the climax. You're close to the climax. So yeah, we're gonna go in here and find out if the prince is dead. I'm walking slowly so Gallica doesn't leave my shoulder. I need to keep her company because she's gonna be really upset about this.
I'm a little worried.
I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. Obviously, Gamon will be as well. The prince is in the prayer room on the lowest level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves. Here we go. No, we're not gonna.
It's nearly time.
Oh? This voice.
Long have I waited.
Hey guys. What's up?
Hey, you.
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Now that I get a closer look at you, are you elder? I had heard that the prince was the only elder within the resistance.
Beg pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly elder? Yeah.
You must hurry.
I'm hurrying, but you've also put NPCs on the
Time has
path.
come.
These resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess that came out sounding a bit cold. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Ujiv to handle on his own.
All was for this day. There is still time.
Hey, fairies. Gallica! Is that really you? I was wondering where you'd gone off to. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others? They're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from that flower patch in the forest. What?
Sure.
Oh, maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now really isn't the time to... You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh? Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. Oh. Gallica. Do you want me to kill them? I can kill them for you. The prince is just ahead. Are you ready? Come on. Let's go. He looks pretty dead.
This way.
No. Your Highness.
Oh, Hulkenberg.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone
Whoa.
still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruade.
Gruade.
It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village,
The
the Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone.
I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes. Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless.
Damn.
The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing.
I'm not sure
to
I'd
stop
entirely
him.
blame the
You
king.
see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Am I his brother?
Is something amiss, Milady Gruede? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee.
Okay.
Now, remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
Does that mean it's going to give us backstory? What does that mean?
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
Okay.
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He is no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
He's not dead.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth.
Okay.
He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive, so from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
That's very Persona.
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear
I'm the
your
prince's
mind
brother.
and think, to name but a few. Thy parents, memories of thy youth.
Or I am the
Hast thou
prince.
any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent?
Maybe I am the prince?
Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation.
Do I have...
Was Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past? Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self?
My other self?
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if I'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me? Believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true
So I
identity
bid
is...
thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am the prince.
I am
Yeah.
the prince.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess Prince's brother. But at the start of that cutscene, I said
What
maybe
is
I'm the
this?
prince.
I feel a curious resonance.
Oh my
Could
gosh.
this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
I'd be scared that I would turn into a human again.
Ah, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
Oh.
In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is
Damn.
thy true self.
I'm like literally
Thou
a
art
fantasy
everything the prince
character.
sought to be his ideal.
Oh.
It all began with the novel in thy possession.
So the novel, like, created me in a way.
Drawn by the divine relic,
Oh, wow.
Magla coalesced into flesh,
Jesus.
and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was.
And there's Gallica. Oh, and that's when they had the "Who are you?"
Awaken,
conversation.
reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Damn, man. That's quite the twist. Oh my gosh. Wait, we've disappeared. Are we combining? We're combining. But I already look like a combination of two people. Oh my god. Do I just look like the prince now? Oh, I've just got the prince's... Oh, that's cool. Got the prince's hair and eyes. So we got a change in design for the main character for the last part of the game. Kind of cool. Wow.
What? What is this?
I just absorbed
What's
his body.
happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
You are no longer needed.
This voice.
Shoots her with a sniper.
I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
So some of her memories were fake.
Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask
He
this
wasn't
of
there.
you, but there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our
This
sakes,
is kind of crazy. I
cannot
didn't expect
fail.
this twist. It doesn't really
No.
change that much, real overall.
I was alone?
By this
I changed it a bit for
choice, he might be
Gallica.
saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
Yeah.
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
I mean, her future's with me. I don't care what else happens. There's no way Gallica and I are leaving one another.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How? I mean, how do you feel?
I feel fine, I think.
Whoa!
seems to
The
be
voice!
He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness.
Did he get more British?
Everyone, I need to tell you something. The truth is,
And she's gonna tell them everything she just learned.
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and his highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting.
That he was
What shaped
made
you,
completely
so
of
to speak,
Magla.
was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material Magla. Much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
A mass of Magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he
Dragging these
awakened
nuts
to an
upon your
archetype
face.
Before anyone else. With no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure Magla.
Jeez,
The
yeah.
self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name?
I feel so much better about saying we were the prince. It is good that the game wrote itself into saying the truth.
Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
Oh, and it works really nicely because I was like, oh, we're gonna have to get the throne because it just feels like the game's leading up to us getting the throne in the end. So therefore, like, it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be satisfying if, like, just the prince got the throne, maybe. So instead, we have to be the one to get the throne. But that means the prince either has to die or, like, not be suited for the throne for some reason or another. But no, they've found a way to give both me and the prince the throne. And we're the same person.
But I failed to protect his highness.
But I'm standing right
No.
here.
I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Hug me.
Really? His Royal Highness the Prince?
Oh, Hulkenberg's voice actor is doing so well.
Please.
Oh.
Please, forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most.
Oh.
And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
The voice, I love it.
If we'd not met you,
Actually,
we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
You can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we value. So listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting sake.
Oh, this is great. Remember what I said about, like, after the darkness, you have, like, the height of the, you know, the elation? This is what this is.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. and without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this,
That is very true.
it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened. Right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice?
Lady Gruade mentioned a revelation.
Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual
Metaphor.
guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar.
Oh,
for
when
me
they all
too.
had their awakenings,
Hey.
they heard one.
Who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
I have a faint idea.
I don't actually know.
I'm not entirely sure.
Our mother.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey.
Selecting
I
our
imagine all
allies.
this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chief Gruade, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder tribe?
Humans!
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Seems like there's gonna be a lot of exposition. It's pretty good exposition, but sometimes, oh my gosh, sometimes there's a lot.
Now what am I to do?
I'm just gonna see, can I buy anything good? I'll buy a few of these. I'll buy like 5 of those. That's very useful. Oh, these are like some weapons that are good. Oh, hang on. 98,000. These are expensive. Let me look at everything before I start purchasing stuff willy-nilly. There, well, there's some good stuff here. Okay. What we want... What we want is... I think we want this.
How nice.
Give that to her. And I can't afford basically anything else except something from here, I guess. Let's also give this to Yufa. There we go. I'm happy with that. Okay. Save it. And then continue on. Alright. Ready for the exposition.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the Old Ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now.
Uh-huh.
We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
He was
There is no
right.
human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
There's
They
plenty
were
of
racked
stuff.
by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible. And destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was
Jeez.
only a matter of a scant few centuries.
That's interesting.
You understand now, yes. We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
This means the prince, that is to say, I am the scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
That makes sense.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
They probably didn't do
Indeed,
much.
What are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
Now, I just want to remember, which tribe is not represented in our group? We have Clamar, Elder, Ishkia, Ujif, Mistari, Rushant, Nydia, and Parapis. So which tribe is not represented? It is... let's see. Elder, Clamar, Rushant, Nydia. The Roag, which, Grius was, right? So, I guess that's why. Like, the idea is Grius is still with us, quote unquote, like, in our hearts. So, he's the only one that, I thought I'd see Grius here somewhere, but maybe I've already passed him. I might have already passed him. Okay, that does make sense now, actually, that Grius is there. Yeah, he's a Roag warrior. So he is part of our party, technically, but he's dead. But okay, so we did end up by the end of the game having one from each tribe. It's just, yeah, it was just that we didn't have a Roag for a lot of the game because of stuff. But also, we also technically have a half-blood in me, right? Because now that I know that I'm the prince, and the prince was half Elder, half Clamar, right? So, interesting.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
What's it doing? Is it gonna awaken us to a new power or something?
Itself is not something to blindly reject or
Are we gonna get our heroic
away.
whatevers? Embodiments? Heroic embodiments?
Simple thing.
Please.
Acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness. Walk forward alongside it. And thou wilt grow strong and true.
I'll accept
in
my
its
weakness. Women. There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would... Well, now, do I have to do a British accent now? There is weakness in people. I don't know how to do a British accent. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh! Hello! Is this a new archetype that I've awakened? The king archetype or something. But I need to be my savior, my cleric. Study the prince archetype. I just got an achievement. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end.
Yes!
No matter what.
Yes! Damn right you are.
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties
Yeah, it
were
said you
over.
can do whatever you want,
What
but
am
you
I
want to
gonna
be
do?
here.
Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you,
Level up.
even if it is scary.
Level up your rank.
You've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels.
She's one of the most anxious here.
Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yes.
From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you because I want to be.
I want to be with you as well.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
You stick close to me. Sit on my shoulder. Why didn't we rank up a Gallica thing? That was like the most important Gallica moment we've ever had.
But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village.
He's from here?
His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however
Damn.
prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius. A family of
Caradrius?
doctors, I believe.
What's the name of his...
In an effort to better heal the ills
runner?
of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
Mm-hmm.
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
I mean, I guess about the forbidden spell.
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Damn, I'd be
Magla
full
is
of
a
magic.
substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
That's wild.
In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster.
Damn.
Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
Well, that's good.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge.
That's
even if
very
it meant
interesting.
wielding a
I didn't
magic
think about that.
Twisted life into something terrible instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
What?
After him!
Oh, as in, not Glodell. What's the other one? Glodell is the newer fuckboy. Who's the older fuckboy? I can't remember his name. Okay, I'm just whoa, hang on, we gotta see. Has this changed at all? Do my hands look prettier? Let's see. Very nice. Very nice. Wait, actually, yeah, cool. It's so cool because I had to redraw all of this stuff. Oh, it's so cool. All right. Okay, yeah, I'm just taking a quick break just so that I can catch my breath. I know that sounds weird, but like as in, so because I've been doing a lot of exposition, it's good to like take my mind off of the game for a second and then come back. Okay. Let's get back to this. Here we go. Oh, I didn't turn my camera back on. Whoopsie. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go after this dude. There's some fairies.
Oh, it's you, Gallica. Yeah, long time no see. I'm happy you're safe. A long time? Has it really been so long? Oh, I suppose you're right.
Wow.
Wow, guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know. Several months? Oh my, Gallica's keeping track of time now, is she?
What?
Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. Oh. I mean, look, at least these fairies said it was cool. As opposed to the other fairies that were like, ew, you're like a person now. I'm trying to see like their designs close up. Okay. Cute. Now I need to see this fairy's design close up. I think this is the dozy fairy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, cute. Very nice. Okay, I know we're chasing someone and I stopped to have a chat, but we don't get to see many fairies. So, I like to talk to the fairies.
Bep, 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 bep. Oh, this isn't voiced. Russell, is everyone safe?
We are. We've had no casualties, however. We were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the Resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices.
I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please.
Ready?
We need to hurry after the attacker. Are you ready? Yes! Yes, I'm ready. I haven't checked what the prince's archetype is. There he is!
Stop! You!
Zorba, that's what his name is, not Glodell.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something strange going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Louis.
Do
I'm
you
the
have
prince,
any idea
motherfucker.
what Louis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Louis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Louis is the true
Reedy
king
frame.
who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory.
Hulkenberg loves us so
Here at
much
his
more now,
journey's end,
knowing that
after
we're the
enduring
prince.
these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Holy shit.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Okay, so here's the issue. I didn't check what the prince did. Okay. And my problem is that archetype would be replacing the savior archetype, which I feel like I need to heal my party, so.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Prince is an archetype exclusive to the protagonist. You can change it out if you wish. It can act as support for all synthesis skills. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred. Oh,
Right,
interesting.
Let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Oh my gosh. Heroic Slash. It's just telling me to do it. Let's do it. And let's see this animation. Oh, wasn't much of an animation.
You think you're... Now we strike.
Okay. Mania Bullet. Let's do that.
This is it!
Bam! Whoa! Look at that animation.
You gave them a new
Now,
weakness.
what's the play? After me! No.
Is that
Give me your
synthesis?
aid.
Yeah, okay.
Something
No,
are you
let's
prepared?
let's just do a regular attack first.
Burn to ash!
Observe the enemy. Comrades, lend me your strength.
Okay. And then
The point of a sword.
Hulkenberg got them
Bam!
right in their weak spot.
Let's set it up.
Look at all of this. Oh my gosh.
Maybe the
Prince!
I'll cut through.
Okay. That's an okay start. Devour. Oh, the fruits. We're gonna have to hit the fruits so that he can't like heal himself or whatever. Yeah.
Gotta do something about those apples.
Ouch. Ouch.
Let me handle those apples.
Absolutely.
All right, leave it to me.
Meow.
Now it can't heal itself anymore.
Good
Don't
job.
waste your chance. Get in there.
Good job, girl. Okay. So, I mean... Okay, well... Let's do another Mania bullet, I think. Oh, we can shoot its wings and its legs. Let's shoot its wings.
Beautiful, Heismay. You gave them a new weakness.
I can't
Okay.
afford to hold back.
I need him to heal everyone. Only a little bit, you know? Not 50. 200 seems alright.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Hulkenberg.
I'll run you.
Oh, I maybe...
No. Come forth, royal soul.
Slash. Okay.
Let us clean up this mess. On me, we go together.
Do another one of these.
Let my power support you.
Apologies.
Hell
Would
yeah.
you finish it?
That wing is so low. Okay, ow, but fine. Ow, but fine. Oh no. Okay, ow, but fine. Whew.
He's in real danger. He needs healing now.
Yeah. I know he needs healing. I'm looking. Let's focus specifically on Heismay. There we go.
I stand ready. Oh,
I'm gonna have her do this.
I stand waiting.
I feel like that's wise.
I will fight. Let's go.
And then I want to do something like this.
On your guard. Come on.
Oh yeah, got rid of the... Yes. Should I get rid of the legs as well?
Beautiful, Heismay. You gave them a new
Now,
weakness.
wizard.
Let's strike it with some lightning. There we go. Ow, fuck you. Ow, fuck you. Oh, we repelled it. That's good. Ooh. I mean, Hulkenberg can heal some of it, but I need to do this. I need to do this. Good.
On me, we go together.
I need to do this. Good.
Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic.
Now heal everyone again. I might need the 300 HP healing for everyone.
Much thanks.
Observe the enemy with blade in hand.
I've already used that, so I should be able to finish his leg. Yes.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back. The blade's edge.
Slash. Good shit. Oh, it missed. Is that it? Your turn's done, baby. That was lame of you. All right, let's give a weakness.
I shall vanquish evil.
Another lightning strike. Oops. I'm just seeing what we got. No, I'm going to do Knight's Proclamation.
I'll cut through.
And then that.
Let us clean.
And finally, another one of these. It's really effective, although we've used a lot of our Magna already.
Quick, knock them off again.
Well, that's your job, Gallica. Don't tell me to knock them off. Oh, okay, we repelled some. That's good.
You're all hurt bad. Can anyone get on healing duty?
Well, the problem is the game switched my character off healing duty when I needed it. 50% HP to all allies. Sure, let's do that.
What's needed?
Quite a boon.
Okay.
Stand ready. Paladin!
And let's defend Heismay.
Behold.
Okay.
I walk a royal path.
I walk a royal path. Increased damage against human type monsters. I mean, pretty good. You know? Severe almighty damage.
I'm counting on you.
12, 15, pretty good. Oh, that's annoying.
This is nothing.
But actually, the wings,
Let me handle those apples.
the wings aren't too bad.
All
Thank
right.
you, Gallica. Like the wings, if he's gonna waste his attacks on the wings,
Don't waste your chance.
that's actually kind of okay.
Sniper.
Shit. I've already used all of my magma. Oh my god. Okay. Decrease his defense.
I call upon royal power.
I mean, this is what happens when I do all that stuff I
Looks
did.
like we can't brute force through this one.
Do this.
Yeah, let's do some medium ice damage. Continue drawing his attention towards me.
Better be sure.
And I mean, with me, I think I gotta restore some Magla. But how much? Like, I could use this, but I want to save that for like Luis's battle or something, you know?
This should work.
Soul Scream? Shit. Shit.
We'd only just taken them out.
Oh! Huge! Huge! Fucking huge! Oh my god! That's incredible, Hulkenberg. You wasted all of his shit. Oh, I love that. Okay. Let's, restore 50 HP to all allies. Let's just do that, you know?
Thank you.
I know it's only a tiny bit, but
My thanks.
we have a lot of those items. And,
This won't do.
does he doesn't have a barrier up anymore, does he? Okay, it's already in effect there.
Not this one.
Okay. We're gonna increase my defense by 3 ranks.
Behold. I walk a royal. Let's go.
Should we go for the I kind of want to keep going for the main body, you know? I blocked it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about, man. I'm a genius.
Tougher than I thought.
I'm an absolute genius.
Oh, shards of ice.
I'm getting him so low.
I won't hold back.
I mean, it's dangerous what I'm doing now because now I'm kind of going so all in that I was being very reckless.
Knock them off again.
Don't! Oh my god! That's so annoying. I didn't have a chance to stop that. It's only 1,000, I guess, but ow! Ow! Okay, that's fine. That's really okay.
Oh, power of kings.
No, I need to keep going for him, honestly.
Are you prepared? Be frozen!
Look how low he is. We need to just continue to do crazy damage. That's it. We did it. Well done. Unless it has another phase or some shit, but I don't think so. I think it's done. Wind God's Gale.
Applause, please.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Very nice. Let's level up my agility. I don't often do agility.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
Yes, I've become stronger.
I'm better and stronger.
Awesome.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right. Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could have accomplished that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
We've been doing it all the way along, baby.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey. And if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions.
Okay, bitch.
After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself.
I'm doing it with
The
my
world's
friends.
fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Yes, I will.
I wasn't going to thank her
Our
because
final battle
she
lies
said
ahead.
you're on your own now.
We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Damn, man. What about the heroic embodiments, huh? Huh? What about that?
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Are we going to rank up
I
your
was
thing now?
convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been
I was
fast-moving,
reading.
but my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush.
Aww.
But thanks.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica, as both an ally and a friend, and a girlfriend.
The mystical fairy. You're tempered by the...
Alright. Is that maxed out Gallica? Fuck yeah!
The path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
Elemental Master and Warlock. During squad battles, you may gain an extra turn icon. Ooh. That's cool. So finally Stroll can be leveling up to a new thing as well, like a new archetype as well. Oh, good stuff.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you.
They wanted you to leave them alone.
I suppose you'll
So
have
you
to find
just
out for
read
yourself.
something. Here you go.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late king of Uchronia and the queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in the book wasn't mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter.
Damn.
It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
The ruler of this ideal world would be a white man. Just a regular, cisgendered, straight white man. They are the only ones who can rule us.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome.
We should have skipped to
Yet,
this chapter. It seems
as long
important.
as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical.
Metaphor?
There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. But little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
Oh.
After discussing the novel with our ideals with Gallica, I closed my eyes.
Oh, Gallica. I love her. I love her so much. Oh, going to academia. Hello, Moore. You probably have a lot of answers now.
Academia. It seems that I've been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times.
That's 'cause it
archetype whose
sucks.
existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? I'm not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler.
We're right
not
there.
As an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very
Look, Plateau
self.
looks
That is
starstruck.
what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks it.
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Oh, she's speaking in here now too.
I remember.
Yeah, so she has been driving
I know
all
that
of
I
us
know this
together.
voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
That's what he's trying to do.
Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken.
Oh, kicking me out of
Move
academia?
onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
Cool.
My consciousness faded away as I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh! Oh! That's cute art! I love that! That's so... the Gallica next to my head.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission.
Is it actually,
Any
though?
final words you want to say?
What do I say?
Wow. I feel so motivated.
Yet if he suddenly spoke with the eloquence of a philosopher king, 'twould bemuse more than it would spur.
You can take it at your own pace. We're all getting used to it gradually.
About the new
That's a
stuff
fun
you've felt
dialogue.
and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Okay.
This place here.
We're going to Grand Trad.
Let's move.
Oh my
You
gosh.
see?
I doubt all in Grandchad will give us a warm reception. Still, should we choose not to fight, then Luis's victims only pile higher.
Yeah.
Easy to say will help anyone, but doing it's a whole nother thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
Far from over? Oh my gosh. How much fight is there?
That Eldon boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
No, I'm coming back and better than
Speaking
ever.
Of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Oh, Batlin's here.
How are you?
Just a passing.
You don't know
visit.
Batlin?
Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Damn, man. Didn't expect him to be conversing with the council. Hello, Louise. Reading your book?
Well then, let us depart.
I forgot I couldn't read.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince
sausage?
in the Elven village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse.
That's a weird thing to report.
Prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Oh, man.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you?
That part in the, like, you know, a few chapters ago or whatever, where we killed Luis, and I was like, oh shit, they've killed him, and we're switching to a different villain. Like, that would have been a cool direction for the story, but I'm so glad that it twisted back and he's still alive and he's still the villain, because I just love him so much.
Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
That's an internal
We'll
monologue
soon
thing,
be
man.
arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Okay. Is that going to be the final, like, palace
Let
then?
the final
Dungeon?
banquet begin.
Is going to be going through the palace, because that's kind of cool. And it makes a lot of sense.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no,
It's a good
of
bet.
course not. I'll just say.
I'll call that bet.
Hell yeah.
All in on His Highness the Prince.
Hell yeah.
A sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news?
Haven't you heard? Battling was fucking there. He was announcing it.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was saying. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman. You've seen Count Luis lie to us. You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one
He's
after
making humans
another?
to fight.
Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
I like that expression on the
Luis left
3D
saying that
on
he'd be
the
waiting for
3D
the royal
model's
capital.
face.
Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we
Oh.
about to see?
Oh, cool. There's so many cutscenes at this point in the game.
The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker.
Whoa.
Hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
How
ghost.
wouldst
He
thou
can't do
wield
much.
The king's magic. To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic.
Of course they're not gonna say it to us.
So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
Like make a bunch of humans?
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
I guessed. Yep, they're fake.
Thou art elder.
You're an elder.
We're not always blind to this country.
That's why you're from our village.
When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Cool.
Oh.
So it's elder versus elder for the throne.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
The crazy looking. Holy shit.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
Hello, King's face.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
And I'm prettier now.
That's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True. Enough. True
His
enough.
Royal Highness, the Prince, returns. Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
He's not all powerful.
Because he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis.
Yeah, there's
Even thick
a
one.
reason for
He
it.
took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him. Scum!
Oh
Only
my
thing
God.
traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood?
Oh god, they're
Now
attacking
you're
all
with
of
this
us
pack
personally.
throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
I thought I was gonna say to Yufa, it was gonna be like The Simpsons, like, hey, and I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're a jerk. Like, it's gonna be that sort of joke, where it's like, what? No one knows who Yufa is really. She's famous in her own tribe, so they're just like, and you're ugly. You have a third eye.
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pikes soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi, over here! Don't bother with them. No talking this one out. You need to run.
Thank you, Batlin. I love Batlin. Such a great character. And just a good guy to have on our side.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? And do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create
and oh yeah.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame.
You're just doing your job,
Before I
man.
met you people,
You're just announcing,
I didn't have
and you're
much
being pretty
time
fair
for
about it.
anger and quips. Yeah, I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll
So
never
that's why
listen.
the sky's all
We'll
fucked
only
up
ever
because
be
everyone's
seen
so
as an enemy.
anxious.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Can do. All right. Eurus is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. It seems the city's calmed down at least a tiny bit. They'd have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner, but we still shouldn't chance it. We should make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else has gone ahead. Okay. Well, I'm going to save this here. And I'm going to stop, but I think this will be combined with, you know, another session or something.
What now?
But yeah, there are a lot of cutscenes now because it's reaching like the most exposition part of the game, which is fine, but it is like it's one of those things where like I know this stuff is necessary a lot of the time for like JRPGs and for a lot of these games that have like such thick stories, where it's like I'm the thing is like I think there are some good lore drops here, and they're doing it in a pretty alright way. Not perfect, but pretty alright way. But I know it will be worth it. Like normally you do all these lore drops, but then like once you get past this bit, it feels good after that, and it's much, you know, it's much easier to take it all in afterwards, after you've had all of that exposition being told to you. So yeah, I just know like I probably wasn't talking as much and doing as much during this episode because I'm just like listening and taking in the exposition, but I know it will be worth it, and I mean it already is. It's a good story, and like the things that they revealed in this episode are some really solid stuff that make a lot of sense for the world that they've built up and stuff. But let's see how the story continues. I can't wait until we're doing, I think it's going to be like a dungeon with the palace or whatever. I don't think it's just going to jump straight to the Luis battle. I bet you it's going to be like fighting up until it, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll see you in a second, I guess, on this video. Okay, what's up? We're back. This is probably in the same video, right? So don't need to do anything special. All right. And by anything special, I mean I don't need to do an intro. I don't have a ton of time to play tonight, but I had a little bit of time, and I really want to play more of this game. So, hey Hulkenberg, what's up? We've cleared everyone out. Let us hurry inside. Okay. Okay, girl. Let's do it. Maria.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece.
One Piece?
Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis
I'm
quite
more
a
of me
story,
than I've ever been.
But it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Fade out so that we can tell the story. Yep. Fade back in. Oh. Batlin's here
Alright,
and
wait a
shocked.
minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff.
It was
Under the
originally.
deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince.
We were actually bluffing
Is that
originally.
right? Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on.
But you're still you, yes?
Yes,
You
Maria.
came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good. I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
Yeah.
What Luis is doing in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you.
Yeah, I know she has.
It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
If Luis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it will pave the way to defeating Luis. We must press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be...
I like how everyone realized that at once.
Oh, king.
Like, holy shit. Wait,
Just
we're
too late
actually
today for a
fully
grand
going for
charge,
the
I
kingdom
feel.
now.
Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the castle.
Do we though, or do we get some free time? Because I want a little bit of free time. There's more stuff still to do.
Oh, it's Mister.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me, mister. I'm going to keep cheering you on forever.
There's a fairy here.
I don't really want to be around the people outside because they're so weird lately. The people in here feel nice and warm, though. I wonder why. It's like there's this optimism in here, and it's gotten stronger since you came in, actually. I can feel people's hearts unwinding. Pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? I wish the people outside were like this. And just like that, they were gone. And just like that, they were gone. I forgot to put a tiny bit of British on it.
You.
Who would have believed you were His Highness, the actual prince? I apologize for the less than royal accommodations, but try to have a good rest regardless. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are going to look down on you. It's times like these where your actions will speak louder than words. When they see you stand up to Luis, it'll be plain who's in the right.
There's something foul in the air in Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervor, but there are also those who believe in us. We must press on.
Oh, hell.
Everyone is filled with so much anxiety, now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile at times like this. There is still a way to win.
It's so different from when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes.
How do you know what it was like last time I was in Grand Trad? You weren't here.
We must remember you've still got people on your side, come on. Let's just do what we can.
Okay. Let's do so. Waiting outside the room. And so His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Ah well, the day shall come when the people do celebrate you in grand fashion. My spear is ever ready to ensure that day comes. Okay. Boom. Hey guys, you guys are hanging out in here as well? I'm just saving it real quick before I talk to you. In case you stab me halfway through the conversation.
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it, people. Even if Gamon turned into a monster, Luis is the one making him. That's a fair bit scary if you ask me.
Honestly.
First you were Luis's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you have awakened as his true highness. None have walked so strange a path as you. And after all of this, you still mean to be king. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Let's sleep.
Good night.
Let me see that picture with Gallica next to my head.
The hero draws near, which
A
shall
new
see
voice
the
line.
crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
Damn. Oh. Oh yeah, Day of the Hero is when they crown the king. That's why they had Day of the Hero marked.
People who dwell in this
Right.
land.
I remember I saw Day of Hero and I was like, okay, well they've marked something here. So there's clearly going to be an event that happens here. I forgot Day of the Hero is the day that he said was like the deadline. Hello.
This voice?
Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the Day of the Hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shalt inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle. But I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner. Or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
True enough. That's what got our Dell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe... hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
Aww.
A fair point. Right, Maria? It's a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps 'tis a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
The voice actress for Hulkenberg is so good. The line of her saying, "You're like a fair point. You're quite right, Maria." Like, listen to the, like, her tone is exactly like the tone you give when you're like pleasantly surprised by a kid, you know, and you're like, and you're being sweet but like not condescending, but genuinely like caring to
A
them.
fair point. You're quite right, Maria.
Like, that's like, it's such a subtle thing, but it's like, that tells me, one, it's an amazing voice actress, and two, it's great directing in this game, because I feel like you really need to make sure the voice actor, because a lot of the times I imagine these voice actors aren't in the booth together, so she's not actually responding to the line necessarily, like, or not responding to the voice actress herself, the Maria's voice actress. So that's good directing, I think. I think a director would be able to bring that out of her and like make sure the actress understands what the scene is. So yeah, it's just really good. And I remember at one point I was scrolling through TikTok, I think, and I saw, I just like was hearing a woman like be interviewed by a game journalist or something, and I was like, that voice sounds so familiar. And I was like, oh wait, hang on, that's Hulkenberg's voice actress. And then I like listened to about 10 seconds of the interview and I was like, she seems awesome, but I'm gonna scroll past just because I don't want any spoilers on Metaphor or anything, so I wanted to be very careful. But I can't wait till I finish this game. I'm gonna be looking up that voice actress and watching interviews with her because she seems amazing. All of the voice actors in this are great.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible, and it's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them.
A few
When we set
days?
off, let's do it with
Don't we
no
have
regrets.
almost a month? Don't we have almost a month? Dread.
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's...
So there's weather effects now that are dread, and that's gonna be there permanently. Please don't tell me that it's just a permanent weather effect, no matter
Let's put
what.
an end to this.
Okay, almost the highest rank.
A mission with a deadline has begun to challenge the Airborne Palace to part from the Round Table and the Gauntlet Runner. Due to Magla disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread weather. If this wasn't bad enough, be cautious of an inclement weather called Blight. The abilities of your followers and their supports
their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Louise and being crowned the new king. Use this time to ensure you have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Louise's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future before the day of the hero arrives. The royal palace.
So?
You need to be absolutely sure that you're ready for anything before we head in. That place definitely has changed from the last time you were there. So, okay, so they said there was a different weather effect as well called Blight. So, I'm hoping the Dread isn't going to be like a regular weather effect. It's going to be not as bad. Because if it makes it so that I can't, like, get turn icons or whatever, then that's an awful idea for the rest of for the end of the game, honestly. Okay.
Excuse me?
Hey you, are you the one in this drawing? I know what you are, you're famous then. You know how crazy the world is right now, Mr. Famous Person? From where's it to what's it, everything's gone weird. Really, even just flying around out there makes me feel gross and sick, but this place feels better. So Mr. Famous, can you do something about the awful sky? Yep, I've decided. I'm gonna leave this problem to you people folk, but I think I'll stay put for a while. We'll trip you from here, okay? Let me look at your design, fairy. Cute? Nice. It's crazy, because, like, someone designed these characters for us to, like, never see their, or, like, you know, it's very difficult to see their character designs, even though someone did design them. Okay. So, we got followers, I mean, we got Yufa. We got stuff to do with Yufa. I wonder if, okay, hang on. Okay, I switched this back to Savior off screen last time, I think. So that's good. Because, look, the Prince thing looked awesome, but I've dedicated too much into Savior, I think, that I don't think I can stick to that unless I need the Prince thing. Or, like, we come across a lot of human-type creatures, and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, the Prince would work pretty well here.
Hello.
That outfit. Aren't you the candidate who claims to be the prince? If you are possessed of princely skill, then I have a task for you. There's a place some distance from Outerbury called Mount Volcano. Can I ask you to look for the War King's legendary greatsword there? The story goes that ages ago, the War King united the land under his exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legends. It's said to be of stunning, awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've traveled many leagues in hopes of seeing it, and in fact, it's been 10 years since I first set out. It's just that Mount Volcano is a veritable den of monsters. No doubt I'd die before I found it. That's why I figured I might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find other treasures there too. What say you?
So.
It's hard to turn down treasure. We might find something we could use against Louise. If not, we could sell it and buy something that is useful. What do you think? Let's look for the sword.
Much gratitude to you.
Okay. Sword's ours to keep. Nice.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, we gotta go to the informant to get information. Legendary greatsword? I don't like that it has a question mark there. That tells me that maybe it's not actually
That's where you want to go.
special. Okay, and it has dread on it. Like, can I
help me, will ya?
Yeah.
Can I find out what dread does?
Okay.
Hello there.
Okay. Anything to sell? Nope. Anything to appraise? One thing. Here you go. Oh, it is better. Well, yeah, I mean, oh, I was gonna equip it to someone, but. Okay, well, I don't have any money, but it does look like this place has gotten some really good stuff. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, plus 81? Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, I need money. I need money. That's what I need.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's go this way.
So that's what humans.
Okay, so firstly, anything here? Nope. Okay. Secondly,
You little bastard. I'm out of ideas. Who did this?
Nothing left to do now.
I guess it's over then.
I just want to see. Are you selling? No, you're out of cordial. Oh, hang on. Pure nectar? How many can I buy? 2. Okay. I can buy one more. Awesome. And I can buy some mellow milk. Yes. I'm spending almost all of my money on shit, but that's awesome. Those were some great things to buy. Oh, I wanted to go in here. This is where I wanted to go. See if there's a bounty in here at any point. Because if there is, then that might be worth it for money that I might get. There are 3 bounties. There are 3 bounties. My gosh. I'm just gonna skip through. I know it's gonna tell us about a lot of stuff. But a plague?
Counting on you.
Okay.
Okay then.
Jeez, man.
Let's do it.
Just because there's 3 bounties in a row, that's why I'm like not reading it too strongly. Because it's gonna be, otherwise I'll be sitting here for like 8 minutes reading.
And right there's a labyrinth.
That's a rough one.
I guess.
Okay. Can do. Secret weapon that can kill people en masse. Shit.
Got it.
Well, that sounds bad. But fine. It is fine. Let the Hush Honeybee in. Great. Whoop.
Let's see.
Man, there's a lot of stuff to do, but I didn't even check how many days we have.
That's a rough one. Counting on you.
Okay. Very nice. Oh my gosh, you can't fly there? Ah, given the volatile weather in the mountains. I see.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Okay. Very nice. I'm glad I checked that because there are a lot. So we have 30 days. 30 days is quite a lot. 30 days is quite a lot. Like, we should be able to do a good portion of this, if not all of it, in 30 days. I feel like you could probably do a lot of what's remaining in... You could probably do it in, like... Oh, no, because I need to level up my stats and stuff for a lot of it. Maybe 30 days. I probably still won't be able to complete everything in 30 days, to be honest. But I never thought I'd complete everything in this game. And by that, I mean, like, all the followers and everything. Like, that seems basically impossible for me right now. I'm sure it's possible if you play the game, you know, ideally. But for me, it sounds impossible. Okay. So, what we're going to do is... I'm going to go to the Gauntlet Runner so that I can... Oh, hang on. No, I'm going to go here first and accept this side quest. We've got to accept all the quests and stuff first. Okay. Over here.
Hey?
Have you forgotten me already? Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine. Oh yeah, I remember you. Alright, we met in Martira. You used to be a chef within the coin. Are you still on your journey? Perfectly the art of cooking? Correct. I once again have need of your talents. That unique point of view that allows you to create such unexpected and powerful dishes. I'll hear you out. During the course of my travels, a thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hunger of those struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. They cannot hope in simple fare, which fills the stomach but leaves the heart empty. Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that, while comprised of plain ingredients, brings with it a colorful sweetness that brightens the drudgery of everyday life. A dish that's simple yet exciting. I like that idea, but honestly, I have no clue how to make something like that. When I think of food that quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is a sweet flavor. Nourishing loom bees are a must. And so be it, have that fluffy texture. Okay, loom bees with a fluffy texture. Got it.
Let's give it a shot.
I think I have loom bees? Luma bees? Luma bees? Okay.
Alright then.
So that's done. Very nice. Okay, in that case, we go to... Well, actually, first, let's go back to the Hush Honeybee.
Right
Honeybee. So that we can get the informant information. Now I'm going to kind of skip through it this time. Because,
Please.
It's okay.
Thanks, he's telling me that he likes us. I'm going to kind of skip through it this time because I'm just going to read it and forget it by the time I do it. So, I saw weak to light magic in there. That's great. Oops. And so, when I actually start doing it, then I'll come back and, well, then I'll read it from my inventory. Okay. Now we go on to the Gauntlet Runner so that we can do our daily things on the Gauntlet Runner, and then we hang out with Yufa, I think, is what we do the next day. Or for the day, for today.
Right. Well then.
I also want to look up what Dread does. Because it feels important to me to know. And I don't know why the game didn't tell me. And I don't think... Like, if it's supposed to be a surprise, it doesn't sound like a fun surprise. It doesn't sound like something that would improve my game, finding out about it. On the spot. Okay. And it has no gameplay effect while in a dungeon. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright. Well, in that case, don't worry about it. It has no effect on the gameplay because, because it's just a thing, which is good. I thought for a second that the game decided to have the final part of the game have a weather effect all the time that you couldn't get rid of. And I thought that's a great way to make the end of the game really horrible, like unfun to play. So luckily they didn't do that. I think Blight will just be the actual weather effect, so at least I can avoid it. Okay, let's hang out with Yufa.
What can I do?
The color of the sky really is eerie. No wonder everyone in town is so frightened. We must do everything in our power to return their lives to days of ordinary peace. Oh, I didn't mean to bother you. I'm just really concerned about Ovi and the others. If it's alright, would you go check? We'll go check on them. Thanks. Let's use teleportation magic to get there. They may believe in different gods than I do, but I think I can get them to listen to me.
Let us pause.
Something's amiss.
Oh!
Oh, Yufa!
It's her. What shamelessness.
Really?
Pardon?
You!
Don't play us for fools. We know this is all you're doing, pagan.
Oi.
Where did you take Sancta Hyperic and the sick ones? Oh, I thought you were Hyperic. Oops. Are they gone?
What?
Are they gone?
That can't be.
No.
Just the worst.
I heard what happened. You insulted Sanctism and Sancta Hyperic was at a righteous rage. No, you've misunderstood. I just wanted to help those people in the cellar. Yufa, are you a bad person like everyone says? I just want Mama back. Give her back, please. Ovi. Do you people have no hearts? They called you minions of the devil, but now I believe it. That illness is pagan handiwork for certain.
No, we mustn't yield.
Wait, please. I just want to talk with you all.
You're wasting your words. They're not going to listen. At least not right now.
Oh, but... Oh, come on. Shit! Fuck. Are you alright?
That's true, but...
I should be the one asking you that. Weren't you scared?
Thank you very much.
Thank you for asking, Gamon. I can't believe they treated you as badly as they did me. If anything happened to you, well, I would have had to cast a lifelong curse on them.
I think not.
I wouldn't, actually do that. But I did truly fear the look in their eyes. I understand being worried for those who have disappeared, yet this was altogether different. When they started crowding me, I could see the distortion of Magla around them. I hesitated to give voice to this, but it felt like a possession.
But then...
But what can I do to help when they see me as some sort of great enemy?
Listen.
Let's snap them out of this trance. You always seem so unshakably optimistic, and your conviction. How are you the way that you are?
Oh.
I never feel any sense of hesitation from you. I really admire that. I worry constantly, and I'm always looking for answers.
No.
Everyone worries, and everyone wants answers to the unknown.
Is it true?
Really? I always feel like I'm the only one who's confused and feeling helpless. Eventually, I accepted that it was simply my fate to never change. My destiny was to be born a priestess, and die as one.
But then...
But now I've started to think my fate might be in my own hands. Maybe I can bend chance to my will. After all, it was by chance that I met Ovi and Hyperic, yet now I care deeply about what happens to them. Well, about Ovi anyway. If my feelings can be altered so dramatically, then my destiny may be one of change and transformation after all.
I do believe...
And now I want to transform into a source of strength for Ovi and Hyperic.
Right.
Great. I'll help you do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, come on. Let's start the search for Hyperic and those who were sick. Wonderful. Bam! Unlock something huge. Come on.
The old
Nope.
cowardly...
Nope. I mean, it is really useful getting new inheritance slots. It is very useful. I can't deny that it's useful, but at the same time, it's not as exciting an unlock. I'm putting socks on. Hold on.
I'm sure we could find clues at the church, but we can't get close to it right now. It's nearly night anyway. Let's come back another day. I'll try to come up with a plan by then.
Back to the Hush Honeybee. Okay. Firstly, anyone to hang out with? No. Oh, yes! 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 We can max out Brigitte! Whoo, boy! Finally, baby! Hey, Brigitte.
Intriguing.
Well, the world looks a far cry from how it used to, but somehow that light in your eyes is still the same. You're a funny one, boy. I've been waiting for you. I'd like to speak with you about a decision I've made. Do you have room in your busy diary for me? No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, it's been a long time since we've hung out with Brigitte.
Honestly, I was
it's
thinking
gonna be
about
voice.
closing up shop for good, but... I see we have one last item of business for today. You didn't notice? 2 children have been following you.
Who?
They
Let's
have
kill 'em.
igniters.
Oh.
I imagine they're here for me.
Oh, they're trying to kill you?
You two. I saw you at the village.
So you remember us? What a shame, right? I bet you didn't think you left any survivors, right?
Aww.
Everyone we know is dead! You killed them!
I see. So, you're here for revenge. Is that it?
You've got it wrong. The church was the one that did this to you.
What are you talking about? The Sanctus told me all about it. They said you set the whole village on fire. That's why they gave me this igniter. They said killing isn't wrong when you're punishing the wicked.
I see. You. My apologies. But I'd appreciate if you didn't interfere.
No.
No matter what happens.
No, don't let these children kill you.
That depends on what happens.
No. No matter what happens.
But...
Please. This is your first time killing someone, I take it. I hate to break it to you, but you should have finished the job.
Oh my god, she's gonna kill children.
You realize you just gave yourself away. Now I might dodge. That's a chance at survival I didn't have before. Might easily be enough to turn the tables and kill you. And what's the exit plan after you've done the deed? How do you get out of the city before they find my corpse? Or did the Sanctus forget to mention these details? The church thought they'd use you to kill me. That? Or they were hoping I'd kill you?
No! You're lying!
Something to pin on her.
If you don't have it in you, then I suggest you save your revenge.
Save your revenge.
It's a painful thing to live your whole life running away, carrying your sins on your back. If you ask me, it might even be harder than killing someone. You'll watch me die again whenever you close your eyes. You'll smell my blood, hear the rasp of my final breaths, see my eyes cloud. Again and again and again. That's what lies down this road. It's a dark path to walk, alone, with the weight of your despair.
Despair of nuts.
Your heart won't let you trust again, nor will it let anyone save you. But you still have time to turn back.
There's nowhere left for us to go.
I've prepared living spaces at my research facility.
Aww.
I meant to give people like you a safe home.
That's nice.
What? What are you talking about? You think we trust you?
I know how easy it is to lose all your peace and hope in an instant. And now that you've seen that firsthand, I can't fault you for doubting me. But just once, just one more time, I want you to think of your future and get the help you need. It's a hard thing to crawl up out of hell. But the first step is having the courage to believe.
But if I lived in your place, you'd just kill me.
If I wanted to kill you, I'd have done it already.
Yeah, she could kick you over right now and you'd die. Those
I'm not
heels could
saying
go
you have
right
to
through your
trust me right
skull.
away. Believe me, I have a hard enough time trusting people myself.
Aw, she looks
But
back at
isn't
us,
what you
like
really
almost like
want?
for approval.
Believe in people and believe in your own happiness. Thank you. I'll show you the way to the research facility now.
Aww.
That took incredible bravery, you two.
Aww.
I can already tell you have a better life than mine ahead of you. A more peaceful
Raise these
and
children.
gentle future.
You now have 2
Greater
children.
than anything we could imagine is about to dawn. The two of them fell asleep as soon as they found their room. Must have been the first sleep they'd had in days.
Aw.
Can't imagine how nervous they must have been. We have to protect them. We can't let this place be destroyed. Suppose that means I can't afford to close down the shop just yet. I'll keep selling igniters for now. But I'll only stock models with limiters, meant to dampen their destructive force. And I'll offer a bargain for the people to trade in non-limited igniters towards buying my wares.
Okay.
Against the church's campaign, it'll barely make a difference. But it'll buy some time until you take the throne.
Traded non-limited igniters towards buying my wares.
Right.
Okay.
That's smart. But I expected no less.
Well, once your heart's set on something, your brain tends to follow suit. It's a small gesture, at best. A pretense at change. But it's enough. As long as it can give those children a little hope. I trust you to brighten our world. Give it the surge of hope it needs. Take the throne and lead us forward.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Leave it to me. That's what I intend to do, after all.
Carefree as ever. But it's somehow still encouraging. I was always afraid of telling the truth. I built igniters into a shell around my life. On the inside, I figured I had nothing. I was nothing. Just a hollow parody of a person. But even knowing how weak I really am, you refused to abandon me. Thanks to you, I've come to know hope again. So I'll believe in that hope and try to live my life to the fullest. That's my decision, and I'll stick by it. Thank you, young man, for giving me the courage to live again.
Oh, it's so nice. Her unwavering trust in me.
The traitor at your by the
Thank you.
The tycoon.
My weakness.
Okay. I wonder what the tycoon's like. I wonder. I'm curious.
No doubt there are countless people out there suffering, enduring unimaginable pains at this very moment. But you can show them that their world is not a living hell. Not when you have your own vision for it. I'll be waiting for the day it comes true.
Very nice. All the merchants in the country now support me. Oh, wow, that actually... Because that matters now, kind of. It doesn't really, I'm sure. It doesn't change the story.
The crowning of a new king. 30 days remain.
There we go. Now he's going to have a new voice line every day in terms of counting down. Alright, Barden's been waiting for me to fight that that fucking worm for ages. Maybe we do that today. The Day of the Hero starts on the dawn of October 27. But we do have to consider recovering your approval rating, so let's aim to have claims cleared by at least 2 days before.
I see.
Which means we have until October 25 to do as we wish. We'll have our hands full with getting people back to normal and getting your support back while we're at it.
Speaking of which...
That reminds me, Batten was telling me about the Alderberry's Opera House. They're done with renovations and apparently you can go see plays there now. He's certainly a showman, that one.
Alderberry's Opera House. And seeing as we still got time, it may be a good idea to stop by the hot springs in Alderberry. It's just as important to rest our fatigued bodies and spirits. What the fuck is all this? Like, it's opened up new stuff. I don't know what it does. What it does. Who wants to hang out now? A Denny?
If we can hear Denny's voice all the way from here, it must be important.
Smash it all to bits.
What do you mean a Denny? What do you mean a Denny? A Denny's not on here. Is a Denny this one and it's not? No, it's no. What? What do you mean a Denny? Okay. Well, that threw a spanner in the works. Okay, I mean, I guess I go hang out with a Denny. Well, hold on. Firstly, I want to check what the tycoon is before I forget. Ooh, I can actually study it. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. Cool. 2,500 gold to do this, but heavy physical almighty with a high critical rate to one enemy. Increased likelihood of by 20%. That's pretty good. Multiplies effects of consumables by 2. Multiplies. Woo! Increased likelihood of receiving rare items after battle by 20%. Doubles chances of dealing a critical hit to an enemy. Increases almighty attack by 20%. So this feels like something you'd want to level up just to take its skills. I don't think you'd want to play this class necessarily. Of all ally stats, that's crazy. Like, oh, what? All of one ally stats? That is crazy. No hit rate, but all hits deal critical physical damage. Interesting. Removes nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. I like the wording of that, where it's just like, just whatever. Anything that's good, it takes it away. Okay. Whew. I wanted to see if I had any things, but I don't. And by things, I mean like jeweled roots or whatever, you know? So what, do we go see Edeni? Oh my gosh, there's a quest.
Let's go.
Is that Edeni that's got this quest? Excuse me. It is. Wow. What do you want?
Hello there.
I apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but I have something I thought I should tell you. Lately, I've been searching through some old histories to review our true traditions, and I discovered something about a set of towers scattered throughout the country.
Whoa.
A tower? Like that one place, right? Yeah, we're familiar.
I see.
Oh, is that so? Then that makes things simpler. According to the books I've read, when turmoil rocks the world of men, a sign will appear in the towers three. 3 trials for 3 powers. Upon the hero who proves thrice worthy, a forbidden power that has been sealed away in this world will be bestowed. Essentially, 3 towers will appear, each with their own trial, and then whoever conquers them will obtain some kind of great unprecedented power. The nature of this power is unknown. However, judging by the descriptions of worthy heroes, I sense these the trials of not only sheer strength, but honor and other like qualifications. Then the trials seek to test if one is worthy of power, and overcoming it confers one with the honor. Somehow it reminds me of royal magic. I dread to think about what would happen if Louise obtained it. I would much prefer it in your hands, but what do you think of it? Will you undertake these trials?
What will you do?
One tower is apparently south of the island here. It is called the Spire of Blind Faith, and it is known by some of the islanders. But for precise information, you'd best ask the informant. I hear there's a monster that's taken up residence there, so it might not hurt to go in with a bit more protection.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
My god.
Thank you.
As for the remaining 2 towers, Mistari living outside the island might know something about them.
Whoa.
I remember seeing too many Mistari outside of the island. I do. Considering how often Mistari who leave the island struggle, I often employ them as my eyes and ears when I need outside information. Things as they are in the world, I'm sure they won't be hard to find. Seek them out in more populated towns. To be frank, I believe these trials will be dangerous ones. The books even say countless are those who have lost their lives. But I believe if anyone can overcome them, it's you. That's why I wanted to inform you of it so urgently. Heroes of the island, I pray for your good fortune in battle, and I hope that the legend turns out to be a mighty power that you can use for the good of the world. Very nice. Why do you have now a thing over your head?
Hello there. Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh. You could clear up stormy weather? That's tremendous power. I'd like... Okay. An almighty golden stew or 20 marbled bluefin tunas. Okay. Ha. Okay.
What will you do?
Interesting. So, okay. So there is a way to counter that I wonder if I could have unlocked that before. Like if this is the first time you can unlock it, or if I could have beforehand gone up to him and he would have given me that ability then. Because that's really useful, and I'm quite annoyed that I've had to wait this long to unlock it because it's really useful. But it is pretty expensive. Like, you have to make that whole stew, that golden stew or whatever. I'm going in here so that I can talk to this guy so that I can buy this. And again, I'm not going to read it right now because I'll just forget it. I'm not going to remember any of it, so... Alright. Alright, well that Adeni thing wasn't hanging out with him, so that's good to know. So maybe we do the Barden thing? Maybe?
What's the world coming to?
My gosh, we're so close to the end of the game, it's crazy. But at the same time, there's... Like, I say we're so close, there's 29 days left. That could still be... I don't know, that could easily be like 10 hours. 29 days? It feels like 29 days is going to take a long time. But some of those days will probably go quicker because I'll have to do things that particularly speed things along. I was looking for you because I want to buy your cordial. Okay. So let us...
What now?
Something's telling me also that I should be doing this. Yeah, because I got that coat before. Let's go to Barden.
Where to?
In Briarhaven. Oh my god, there's another quest here. And Barden's not in Briarhaven, he's in Martira. But there's a quest here. My god, there are so many fucking quests. I mean, this is good, honestly. Because the game is giving us a lot to do at the end.
Hello.
So that you can really, you know, you're not feeling like it's, you know, so empty towards the end. Because I do feel like it could feel like that, where it's like, oh, I've maxed out most of my followers, so now what? You know, now I'm just improving my little stats here or there. So instead they're like, here's 1,000 things you could do in these final days, so choose what you want to do. Well, going out of your way to talk to a Mastari like me, I admire your pluck, lad. Something's off about him. You don't think he's one of Adeni's spies, do you? Oh, shit, this is this. Do you know anything about any towers? Oh, something off about you, too, if you want to talk about that. You mean the Forsaken Tower north of town, don't you? It's teeming with powerful monsters, and no one who step inside have ever stepped back out. I heard there's 3 such towers in the world, and apparently the number itself isn't insignificant until you... Look at you, an elder with a fairy in tow. You wouldn't happen to be the hero who saved the island. In that case, I think there's something in particular you should hear. This is the top secret. Apparently, there's some sort of legendary monster at the top. I've heard it's got something to do with a trial for obtaining a forbidden power. But that's about all I can tell you. Anyone who's looked into it hasn't survived to tell the tale. But considering you dealt with the dragon god and saved our island, it's a forbidden powers for you. I'd want it to go to a hero like you. I've no doubt that the chief would agree, so I'll leave it to you to see if this legend rings true. If you want to dive a little deeper into the trial, try the informant in the tavern. I get a lot of my information there.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Please.
All right.
Wonderful. Speaking of the tavern, should we go in there now and just... I mean, I'm basically almost out of money, so we might actually not be able to afford... Why does this woman have a thing? Oh, she's just pissed. Okay. Normally that means there's info. Hello?
Fancy a bit?
There we go. Okay. Again, not reading it right now.
Hey.
And not reading it right now. Okay. Potion of Blight. I need to... Oh. I like how the game's like, pay attention, bro. You don't need that. But it's still funny. Okay. Oh, hey. What are you doing out here, Juna? Okay. That wasn't where we needed to go. We needed to go to Martira. Okay. It was back there. I'm just checking through all of material. Okay.
Let's go.
Now I want to do this
That damned Luis.
and then end the video. That's the plan. Before I do this, real quick, I'm going into the tavern because I want to see if the guy has information on the worm. You know? Like, what if he does? On inclement weather. Potion of blight. Nah, okay, he doesn't. Cool. It is a worm we're facing, isn't it? What are we facing? My brain is telling me a worm, but that might just be because of Dune. It's just a human. Let's do it.
I thank you.
It seems to have taken refuge in the desert nearby. I can lead you the way if you don't mind taking your gauntlets, runner.
Now, what if it might actually just be a cutscene? I've been kind of putting it off, thinking it's going to be a full combat, but I don't know.
I heard the ground rumble. If we wait here, it's bound to show itself.
Yeah.
I'm feeling something. It's got to be here.
Come on. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, it is a fight. It is a fight.
To victory! Victory is at hand, my friends!
Whoa!
Hey, Wormface!
Barton!
Remember when you ate
Okay,
us?
this was the one who ate us.
I sure
Okay. Let's try some things. Let's start with an assassinate. Okay.
I will fight with pride. Savior!
Let's try some Exorcist Light. Okay, I did a decent amount of damage.
Elemental Master!
Elemental Master!
I call the lightning!
Okay.
Let justice prevail.
And you know what? Come after me, motherfucker. Swiping arc. Ow, you critted me? What the fuck? Okay. Can you stop it? Stop it. Don't be annoying.
You're all hurt bad.
Sniper.
Okay.
Anyone get on healing duty.
Do that. Lower its defense. Heal everyone. They cut my speed. That sucks.
My thanks.
Are you prepared?
Okay, let's try ice damage.
That didn't hit!
You gotta aim better than that.
Stroll, come on, man. I'm sorry to say, but that's embarrassing.
A blunder.
Damn, man. That's an annoying amount of damage. Removes debuff effects. Oh, but she can only use it on herself. Why? Use it on someone else. Okay, well, let's do this. Oh, it's already weak to ice. It doesn't need the one-time weakness. My shots will face me. Decreases defense.
Captain, it slowed you down.
I'll do a bit of healing. I just want to make sure we don't have to be playing on our back foot.
Elemental Master!
You hit their weak point.
And knowing that he's weak to ice makes this a lot easier.
Pull yourself together.
Unless we miss. Oh, you repelled it. Fucking great job. Fucking great. Our attack returned to normal. That sucks. Okay. Decreases defense again. Remove all debuff. There we go. This is so good. Oh my god. That's such an incredible move. To remove all the debuff effects, because now I'm definitely gonna hit. Very nice. And then I can hit again. Oh boy. So good.
Then again, oh, power of kings.
I was just thinking like if it's worth it to I was thinking if it was worth it to do a regular attack because it's ice coated,
Let my
but
power
I don't think
support
it is.
Commendable bearing.
Savior!
I could heal everyone just a tiny bit, but you know what? No, I'm just gonna try to do more damage to
Still
him.
here?
Sandstorm.
He's about to collapse. Someone heal him fast.
Okay, our turn.
He needs healing now.
It faded.
You gotta aim better than
I was just thinking, like, what if I miss? Then we're fucked.
I defer to you.
My son mustn't
Oh.
settle for the easy way.
I genuinely should guard
defensive stance.
so that I can heal.
cut your speed.
Healing power.
Be careful.
Because if I missed,
Quite a boon.
we might have died and lost this battle. So I'm just gonna be a bit safer. Everyone's hit rate and evasion fell, which sucks. He's underground.
Moment of truth. Victory is at hand, my friends. Charge!
So that's nice. But he's underground.
Master. The power of ice.
That didn't hit.
Yeah, I mean he's underground. Okay. Come after me.
I'll use what I must.
Skip.
Savior. Your speed's down.
And then let's
Here.
undebuff everyone
I'm
again.
obliged.
Helpful as ever.
The savior class is so good. All the shit that I can do is amazing. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, this might not be though. Oh, good dodge. Okay. Now watch this.
No holding.
I mean, we're good now. I think we win. Yeah, we do. Good shit.
Power courses through me.
Oh, and all of that rank up, which just gives us so many. We get 7 Heroes Leaf of
Strive
Lights.
for greater heights.
That's so good. Luck.
I admit, I continue to grow.
Excellent. I've
acquired
grown
a new
more
power.
powerful.
Recovers significant MP every turn. Hell yeah. And her endurance went up. Oh. So good. Barton, look out! Ugh.
Right there.
Captain, now's our only chance. No, it just faded away like we went back in time and killed his father. I apologize. I'm causing you all this trouble.
Everything okay?
Are you hurt? All this is nothing. One of my few redeeming features is I'm right tough to kill.
I thank you.
Increases courage. I mean,
All right.
come on. What a lame reward. We got the XP for it at least. I could finally see your power with my own eyes. So that's how you defeated Lady Joanna's monster. It's both mighty and terrible. You really are something to be able to use such power so well. Thank you, come on. Please give my thanks to your friends. Oh. And with this, we saved Madeira.
Right.
Let's go tell everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, good idea. Everyone will feel well at ease once they know the giant sandworm's not coming. I just want to tell everyone you saved the town once again. Let us return and proclaim it. Then I'll depart from Madeira forever. No, they're gonna love you now, baby.
Thank goodness.
Worry not. His life is in no real danger. He's just fainted from his exertions. He really is some kind of man, fighting a giant sandworm. Let him rest in the administration building. Even Gastro can't complain at this point. Not like that guy's around, though. He's hiding somewhere.
Even so.
Why would Barden do such a risky thing? Especially for people who voted against him. All he did was idiotically fight a giant sandworm, which wasn't even coming here to begin with. Truly a desperate move.
Go away! Barden protected the town, not you guys. I mean, Barden can be kinda scary, but deep down he's actually really nice and he loves us.
Child, that's all for show. All he wants is power. Do not remember how he did as he pleased to all of you, against your wishes.
Excuse me?
Is that true, you think? That he just wants power? I happened to see him in Actor's workshop picking out weapons, and he lowered his head, and he said nothing while his sword was tempered. Didn't boast in the slightest. Surely if he sought power... I also saw Barden before he left to fight. He bought huge amounts of wound care supplies at the apothecary, and I had no idea why at the time. The reason he didn't say anything was so we wouldn't worry, no? He didn't want us to panic, but continue on as normal.
Tell me such a man could be anything but good.
You speak words of praise, but do not remember, Barden required your help. He always leaves things for others to handle. Is it wrong to ask others for help?
What?
What I'm saying is that it's impossible for Barden alone.
No.
Indeed, it was impossible for Barden, which is why he wisely requested aid, and then splendid things were accomplished. I, for one, think it was a great decision.
Just so.
All of us have always been reliant on each other, but strangely in this instance we suddenly looked to push our anxieties onto a single man. We chose the stolid Barden to shoulder our woes, and then we grew angry when he didn't shoulder them in precisely the way we wanted. It wasn't that Barden wanted power over the whole town. It was us who wanted Barden in the town to do our job for us. Self-governance should not be this way.
That is true.
It's true that Barden lost the vote. Perhaps he wasn't as perfect as everyone wanted. But he never ceased his efforts to improve the town. I want everyone to understand that much.
Hey, we should be the ones to think about town stuff. We can do things ourselves, all of us. We just tried to make Barden do all the work. That's sad.
Can you all shut up while I'm trying to sleep? Did something happen to Matera again?
It'll be fine.
Just leave things to me. Go ahead and sleep. Wow, that was a lot. Alright then.
Such a great relief.
Thank you. Everything's fine, thanks to you. I can sense Barden's profound gratitude and solid faith in me. Damn, man! Rank 7! Within certain exceptions, escape will always succeed during squad battle. Wow! That's crazy. That's cool. I never use escape, but that's really good to have.
Many thanks.
Come on, thank you. Truly for saving Barden. We'll take things from here. We can take care of the town too. We'll figure things out ourselves. Very nice. Great little scene. Great popularity going up. And I will use that opportunity to end the video. Next time we jump back in, we will be doing... Oh, I thought maybe a follow-up quest would pop up, but it isn't. We'll be probably increasing one of our stats next time. So, look forward to that. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.